Hey everybody, welcome back to Small Plots with Kevin. I'm Kevin, and doing a little something different today, aren't we? My leg is still a little bit in, it's not perfect. I can kind of walk around on it, and I can move from point A to point B, but it still hurts a little bit, and I don't want to push it. We're not in the prime time yet, okay? So. I wanted to do something new on Small Plots here. This is going to be the start of a new series. I don't know how often I'm going to do these series, or maybe someday I'll even move this series to something else. I don't know. I'm getting ahead of myself. Anyway, the name of this new series. Hold on. This is all new to me. This recording this way. So bear with me. Hang on. The name of this is is Afterplots. That's right. That's good. You can see the black on black there. Hold on. Let's Afterplots. Get it? Because it's commentary. Afterplots. It's commentary on old Small Plots videos. So it's Afterplots, and then the plots is plots. I should pronounce it Afterplots. Yeah. So hey, I did that. That was seamless. Let's try that again. Afterplots. Yeah, that's what we're doing here today. Anyway, I wanted to do just a little mini commentary video on one video on my channel that I really had a lot of fun making. I think it's like my third or fourth video, but I also think it's one of my more underrated videos. I still think even today it has just under 1,000 views, which isn't that weird for my channel, but it's weird for these types of camping videos on my channel. So anyway. Hopefully the audio is not going to be crazy. I've been messing around with the pluses and the minuses and the thises and the that's. I think everything's all set here. I'm kind of nervous to press play and start this, to be honest with you. I feel like it's all going to crumble as soon as I do that. All right, well, let's... let me pre-apologize as well. Remember, I don't know if you guys watched the last video from last week where I talked about my knee for like 6 minutes, and then somebody was like over because they're renovating the apartment next door. Well, they're still renovating the apartment next door, and it's hammers and nails. It's all hammers and nails. I guess without further ado, let's get started. Basically, I'm going to watch the video. We're going to watch the whole video. I'm going to pause it at parts and kind of maybe give a little bit of insight, and hopefully it's interesting. Right, that's the hope, right? It's kind of a little bit of a director's commentary, if you will. Sure, okay, so let's go.
Welcome to Small Plots with Kevin. I'm Kevin. It appears as though we have a little bit of a small plot here today. I'm out in the middle of the woods, as you can
Wow, my energy is
plainly see.
really low.
Didn't film the walk back, didn't really know where I was going, didn't really have any plan. I kind of just knew about the state forest here, and parking sucked, and now
Parking did suck.
and I'm kind of
I don't think I actually, here, let me...
partially set up.
Yeah, where I parked was, because it was snowy still, all of the places that they have for people to park, like pull-offs and stuff, were just covered with snow. So I had to literally park on the road in this like backwoods. It was paved, but it was just full of dust. There was dust everywhere. I was terrified all night that somebody was going to mess with it, or a car was just going to not see it in the night, because you don't look for cars pulled over on the side of the road in the middle of the country, in the middle of the woods. So I was just sort of iffy about it. And then the next day, when I went to leave, I was positive somebody stole it. I couldn't find it. Was like I walked out and it wasn't there. I walked down. It was just around the bend from where I thought I parked it, but I like almost panicked. I thought the car was gone, and I thought I was gonna be stranded. Luckily, I wasn't. Okay, resuming now.
Or fully set up. Should I just leave it like this? That's true bushcraft. The truest of bushcraft. I'm gonna try to make my audio not so this time.
Oh yeah, so before
like
I started not swearing
the camera
in my
away
videos,
from me,
there's probably a lot of those.
It gets muffled, even though there's a mic there. So maybe if I hold it in my left hand, here's a test. Holding it in my left hand, maybe it's not so
content
muffled as if when I hold it in my right hand. Anyway, I'm gonna keep setting up, and I'm here really early today. I don't know what I'm going to do. Probably just explore after I set up, get stuff going for a fire, and see
Oh,
what the deal is.
you guys know what that is. You guys know what that is. Actually, you can kind of see it. Here, can I do this? Am I gonna regret doing this? Yeah. Hey, there we go. There we go. Yep, that's right. It's the small plots logo. I made it when I made this video, and it's just me squinting, looking up at the sun because I heard a crow. And that's it. There it is. In case you wondered where the profile pic came from, I will change it someday. I don't really like it. I just wanted a kind of a funny pic where I'm like squinting at the sun. But there it is. There's a little small plots history for you. How do I do this? Okay, here we go.
Okay, well, I've got my tarp set up, got my hammock and my tarp. Obviously, the first thing you do, and I'm kind of at a loss, you know? Should I start a fire?
Yes.
Should I go back to my car and grab the gallon of water that I
Yes.
bought because there's no source of water out here?
None.
I guess there's snow.
That snow
I
is
could have
nasty.
Snow if I needed to, but
It's full of
that's so
debris.
lame when I have a gallon of water like a mile that way at the car. You know, I could probably do better with this hang, but nah. It's not supposed to be weathery.
Pardon me.
I think right now with the like 10-mile-an-hour winds is like the worst it's supposed to be. Yeah, let's give a little tour. Okay, that was the tour.
Yeah.
Pretty good. Huh? Well, it's a small plot. What do you
Small
want? We
plot.
do small plots here on small plots. We don't do big plots, and don't even talk to me about medium plots.
I have since really embraced the medium plots.
Small plots only. So we've got my hammock set up here. A little peek in there for
This is
you.
a terrible setup. I knew it when I was
I'm gonna
filming
probably
that it
adjust
was
it. We'll
terrible.
see. Plan on having the fire.
I knew it when I was filming that it was terrible, and I wanted to just not care. That's really I have no reason why I left it terrible. If you look, like the tarp's all bunched up on the top, and it's like super narrow. It didn't matter, but it's not a very good tarp hang, not a very good hammock hang. I'm sorry, it's a weather shelter, not a tarp. I'm ashamed of myself. Let's keep going.
Yeah, kind of just getting things going here. There's a swamp right over there. I was actually, when I looked at this place on a map, that's kind of where I was trying to get. I'm not going over there now because
obviously impassable. Couldn't have gone over there.
You know, widowmakers,
All right,
hangings.
okay. All right.
Also, it just kind of looks like utter dog over there.
Yeah, there's more of that. I wonder if I should bleep that on the way out. I mean, in post. Cut stuff like that out. We'll play.
Over there. I'm already warm. It's probably about 32 degrees. Actually, let me check my thermometer here.
Wonderful.
It says it's 43. I just hung it up and it was sitting in my pack, so let's give that some time to adjust. It's definitely not 43. Or maybe it is. I don't know. Either way, I was sweating coming back here, so now I'm just wearing a shirt. Yeah, I'm pumped. This is the first like winter camping this year that I've really gotten to do.
It was like March.
I went out in November, late November, and it was snowy, not technically winter, very wintry. But this is the first time since then that I've been able to get out with Christmas and work, and then the weather just got like real crap. You know, I'll camp in some crap weather. I'll do it. I will camp in the crappiest weather you can imagine. But you know, I don't try to. You know, so when it's like 10 degrees and an ice storm for 3 weeks, I'm probably just gonna see how long it takes for that to end. And that would be today. Actually, yesterday was like 55.
Yeah, so if you ever see episodes of Small Plots where like I just kind of I cut around this useless information, this kind of stuff, where I just ramble. This is 4 minutes in the video. I'm already on this rambling session about how I waited for the weather to be nice, and that was why I went out, was because the weather was nice. Like, it took me how long, how many words yeah, so I'm not exactly the shortest winded person. So luckily, with the magic of editing, I can cut a lot of my rambling out. One of these days, I'll do like the cutting room floor. It's probably like just hours and hours of me just talking. Like every video, I'm not even kidding. I cut maybe like 10 to 15 minutes out of me just talking about nothing. I guess I just got better at it as I went on.
Today is kind of back down into the 30s, but anyway, I guess I'm going to start looking for some wood, just get a little fire going, nothing roaring, just something to give myself a little bit of warmth, and kind of just wing it for the rest of the day. I'll probably go for a walk at some point, bring y'all along. I'm in a very swampy area. There's a lot of swamp around in New York.
I really want to go back to this place. It's actually a swamp, like it's the name of the place. I don't want to, it's not like a big secret, especially if I live in Rochester, so you can look at a map and be like, here's the places around Rochester. But, I try to at least be somewhat coy. And I definitely want to go back there. It's a cool swampy area. I kind of miss, I mean, it's the end of the summer now. I kind of missed the summer season for it. Maybe I'll go out soon for the fall. It's my favorite time to camp, so maybe I'll get out there. And this particular little spot was just so nice and secluded. Cool woodland vibes. You know what I'm talking about.
It's actually the southern tier of New York. Kind of like, actually pretty close to the border with Pennsylvania here. Maybe like half hour away. I don't really know. So whatever, I don't know. I'm out here, man. Every single car around here is just plastered with mud and grime because that's the way of life. That's just the way it is out here. Even the paved roads are dusty. Anyway.
So now that I'm thinking about it, I guess a little bit more backstory on this video was before I started Small Plots. You can kind of even just look the first few videos. They take place over seasons. So I actually filmed the first episode of Small Plots last summer. It was like last July or something because I was so busy with work and I just needed to get out. And I had this camera and I was just like, let's film it. Let's film it. They don't anymore, but at the time, my parents had a house a little bit west of the city. Where I grew up in, and there's like some big woods behind there, and I kind of just went off into the woods. And I had to like walk through like muck. I'd have muck boots. It was a very difficult spot to get back to. That's why I call it a secret camp at the Erie Canal. It's not a stealth camp; it's a secret camp because it was like I had to like move through all this crap. Anyway, so this was when I was like, okay, I'm going to finally edit these. I did that one, and I did the second one. What's the second video I made? Pine Forest Solo Camp, where I accidentally burned the woods down with that giant hole when I started a fire on Duff. Yeah, so that was like maybe end of September, October, and then this was like March. So or maybe end of February. And so when I decided to edit those up, this was like, okay, I have those two edited videos. And I think I maybe posted them and I had them scheduled for like the next week. And I filmed this one like as the first, I think like official, like, okay, new video for Small Plots. So that's why I do the intro. Wasn't like when I did the second episode, that was just a random intro. And I decided to use it like with the music and everything. I kind of decided to roll with it. The first episode, you know, it doesn't have an intro at all. It's just sort of me walking into the woods. So this is like the first video where it's like, okay, here's how I'm gonna make the videos. I'm gonna do the with the music and the Small Plots with Kevin and the logo and like this is like okay, here it is, and I've kind of done it ever since.
How lumpy this is. This was such a lumpy walk in.
It was.
I don't know if this really portrays the true lumpiness, but it is very lumpy out here.
So, wow.
Kind of cool. I'm going to wear the battery out very quickly. It's already at 87%, and I've been using it.
Yeah, so that shot that I just had, I'm not even going to try to go back. I'll mess up the whole thing. With the super blue sky. This is when I started color correcting without filming in flat colors. So some of the colors are boosted to an unnatural degree. Now everything I film is in flat colors, and I still boost them to an unnatural degree. But at least I start with the flat colors. I'm getting better at color correcting and all that stuff with the Lumetri. Um, Still not very good at it, but I was even worse at it back then. So all these months ago.
So that's gonna go pretty fast, but that's okay. It's not super needed. Also, it's cold out here, and you know things go down quicker in the cold. Oh my god, yeah, all my batteries are flying. Anyway,
It's a problem in the
I
cold,
got batteries,
especially with
man.
GoPro.
I'm gonna start collecting wood.
Pull up the old pants there. I really wanted to push this tree down. I'm so sorry for that hammering, guys. I'm looking at the audio, pick every single hammer up. I'm so sorry. There's nothing I could do. I don't know when this is going to
like
end.
A foot deep.
It's like I could sit here all day waiting for it to end. And I'm filming this on tonight's Tuesday night. You know, I'm filming this on a Tuesday because I was waiting till the last second to see maybe I can get out for a camp. I ended up. I need to wait. I don't want to ruin my leg. But so I'm sitting here on a Tuesday. I can't really wait because I have to have time to even edit this up and export it and upload it and YouTube needs time to process the videos. So it's like 9:30 in the morning. I can't really wait too much longer. This whole video is about how the sausage is made. So why not just tell me what time and day it is? Let's keep playing. Apologize for the hammering.
Almost. All right, got the fire going. Not great on the wood selection. I don't know if you can tell. It's just a bunch of rotten softwood. I'm gonna have to go somewhere else to find anything better.
Nasty.
But I got it going. I'm gonna dry my boots off a little bit, make some tea, nurture the fire, make sure it doesn't go out. Just get a nice little bed of coals going so I don't have to light it again later. Just kind of relaxing now. I don't even know what time it is. 2 p.m.? 3 p.m.? Oh man. I just walked back to the car to grab some water and a hoodie for later tonight. And yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be going on any adventures today. This entire area is so lumpy. I'm exhausted just from the walk to and from the car. The ground is lumpy. The snow is like a foot, sometimes 2 feet in some areas. I'm exhausted, so I think what I'm gonna do is just kind of load up on that crappy softwood. It's not that cold out here, it really isn't. I thought the car temperature said it was 32. It's 46. This thermometer's been out here for at least an hour and it says 46.
It's so nice.
It's freaking nice. The temps will drop, but I'm sweaty. I'm kind of hungry. It's just about, I'm guessing 3:30, or I'm sorry, 2:33.
I don't know if you can hear it in this scene. You could probably hear it a couple minutes ago when I just did the shot of the trees. But it's one of my favorite all-time sounds. Is just wind kind of like above me in the trees. Like it's not necessarily windy where you are, but you can hear it in the trees, and you can just stop and listen to it, and it's just like even in the winter, just around the trees. I love it. It's one of my favorite sounds. I can hear it in the background of this scene.
You know, kind of going down already. Just going to get my butt in a chair, maybe make some late lunch, listen to the sounds of nature while occasionally whipping out the camera to film something. Oh yeah, let me show you the beverage center. We got water.
That might have been the first time I said beverage center.
We got Citra Dreams. We'll get into that later. But yeah, kind of gave up hope on venturing too far after that trek. I'm just like, and that was not far. It's just so difficult to get around. And snowshoes wouldn't help, by the way. This place is so lumpy and just full of fallen trees and stuff. I'd still be trying to get here if I had snowshoes on. Although I did bring...
So, for those of you who are unaware, New York State has a lot of state forests around, and there are definitely established campsites that you can camp at. But generally, I mean, it is good to check on the website per state forest, but generally the rule is you can uh, camp anywhere. Like they say, like, you know, dispersed camping allowed or backwoods camping, primitive camping. It's like you just have to be, what is 150 feet away from any road, trail, or body of water, which is what I'm doing here. I just kind of went off into the woods and plunked down. Um, and you'll notice that all the trees around me are incredibly straight. And that's because one of the purposes of the New York State forests is to grow trees and then harvest them like 40 years later. And a lot of what they use the trees for are like telephone poles and things like that. So whatever you know, variety of pine that is what is in. I don't. It looks, honestly, they look pretty ripe. So maybe they're logging it soon, or maybe they're logging it now. I don't know. This was last spring, but that's what they do is they take these super straight trees and they turn them into like telephone poles and things like that. So that's why it looks man planted, because it has been man planted. Man planted. Just a little bit of a just a little bit of a just a little bit of a after plots. Yep. Okay. Well, you know, just on to the show.
Okay, well, here I am, sitting in a chair. I think this is the first time I've sat in an actual chair here on small plots.
I didn't put the logo up. Truly unacceptable. I guess just look at the logo right here, and then just pretend that I put it in editing for the. Okay, let's go on.
Because I'm sitting in it, but I guarantee it's a chair. I think on the pilot app, episode 0, I had my sitting pad, and then last time I was just in my hammock. I'm more apt to do stuff like that when it's not cold out. I don't want to have my hammock too close to the fire. Basically, that's the reason. So
I currently have a hole in my hammock for having it too close to the fire. By the way,
pretty good. Got the
not
fire
not in
going
this
again.
trip. I don't even know what happened.
This is going to be a struggle all day because of the crappy quality of wood around here. I'm just taking a breather. I'll go and grab some more in the vicinity pretty soon. First time I've sat down since I got here. It's been a few hours. Kind of just aimlessly, slowly setting up camp. I cut my hand right.
I cut my
there.
hand
You can see
every
it.
single trip.
Kind of a P in the B.
In
Doesn't really
different
hurt, except for when I try to grab.
in different places. Within 20 minutes at any camping trip, I will have at least one cut on my hand. It's a tradition.
Man, I'm a little wet. My feet are a little wet. I took my gaiters off. There's a gator. Oh, it's a gator. Because I don't want them to melt. Oh, see, I sat over here because the wind was blowing in the opposite direction. You know how it goes.
I do.
I'm gonna set my kind of wet feet here next to the fire for a while, see if I can't dry them off. I have socks for bedtime, but I'm not gonna put those on until it's time for bed. Yeah, basically just chill zone time. I've purposefully stomped down this area. Obviously, as you can see from the fire, it goes down even more, but this is the comfortable, without digging my heel in, kind of level that we're working with. Yeah, it's about a foot. I mean, you can kind of see, like from the bottom there up to the top, yeah, about a foot or more in most places.
It's such a pain
But
in
here
the
we
butt to
are.
walk.
My stuff over there, it's on a tarp, or it's actually on a poncho, which turns into a tarp. So that it's not just sitting in the snow. There's my beverage center next to it, my hammy ham. I gotta set up my sleeping pad and stuff soon. I always like to set my sleeping pad up first for a while because they always go down a little bit with your warm breath, and then the cold area. Even in the summer they go down. I don't know. And I usually give my sleeping bag a little bit of time to because it's give the down some time to, expand.
This is why I don't talk about like technical camping stuff in my camping videos because I just tend to fly off in a direction talking about like, oh yes, I like to blow up my sleeping pad, but then the cold air makes it go down and I have to blow it up again. It's like I said it once in this video, I maybe mentioned it again in like another video, but like how many times can I say the same stuff in videos? So it's like I tend to not. I'll leave the explaining the technical camping stuff and bushcraft skills to people that are way better at it than I am. I just like to have fun and fart around in the woods.
I don't do that till later because I don't want spiders crawling in it. I don't use bug nets in the winter. I know people that do. I just don't. I kind of like the connection to the wilderness.
It's true, I
can
do.
open my eyes and, oh, is that a bear? The answer is yes. Oh, speaking of which,
I've never seen a bear while camping.
possible moose turds, and this is not an area that's known for moose. Although
Okay, I really got to talk about something here. So, yeah, the giant poops. I don't know. Like every time I look up giant deer poops, it's like, oh yeah, that's moose. And I've seen them a couple places. I've seen them in the Adirondacks, which is obvious that they're there. But this is in the southern tier. Now, it's definitely a swampy area. It's definitely a highly wooded area, very wild. Wouldn't be crazy surprised if there's any moose here, but there's been no sightings of moose in the area. And as far as the state is concerned, there is no moose in this area. Having said that, they found a dead moose in Rochester last week. So, I don't know. It could be random moose, or it could just be my hypothesis. I think that I give it a minute here.
swampy and big forests. But usually in New York State, moose are just in the Adirondacks. But man, I'll be damned if that wasn't some huge deer which is moose. Like each ball was like, I don't know if you can, is like that big, just in a pile, like all around other deer. Like maybe it's a buck with a huge asshole. I don't know. I'm not really
That might
sure
be it. That just might be the answer.
diameter of deer's assholes. I just know that moose poop is bigger deer poop, and that's what this was. And it's hard to tell with the footprints over some, the snow is melted a little bit, so every footprint looks like a giant footprint now.
It's
I
impossible
don't
to
know.
know.
Maybe we'll see a moose. That would be unexpected. I'm not expecting it.
I didn't.
I
Spoiler
guess
alert.
that's the definition of unexpected, huh? Yeah.
I stopped doing fades in my videos. I also haven't done like a musical montage in a while, mainly because they take a long time to edit, and I often am editing up to the wire, and I don't want to take the extra hours to edit a musical montage. Let me know if you guys missed those. I haven't had it in a video in a while. Obviously, I still have music, but I haven't done something like this in a while. This is where I want to go back because I think that's like water. I think. I don't know. The only time I've ever been to this place.
I guess I'll go over what's in store for tonight in terms of food and drink.
Weird how
food,
I remember some lines every now and then.
Bacon-wrapped hot dogs. And I got a nice little foldy grill. Haven't tried it yet. I have my reservations, but today's kind of its maiden voyage with these bacon-wrapped weens. I usually like to cook stuff directly on the coals, so maybe I'll put some on the grate between two logs. I'm not getting rocks around here to put the grate between, but at least between two logs, and kind of hope that they just don't burn down in the time that it takes to cook the hot dogs. But then I'll put some other ones on the coals as well. Like
this is again just like this video probably could have been like 15 minutes. I'm just rambling. No wonder this video is one of my least watched camping videos. It's just me rambling in the wood. I mean, I guess that's every video, but hey, there we go.
time. I'm really pumped. I'm hungry. I'm hungry as the devil. I might even just eat. I also brought my norm, which is like tuna packets. Those tuna packet things are like a buck
This
20
is before I
with tortilla.
associated myself with the
Pretty
Tuna
simple meal for
Creations
camping, and
brand.
I might just have one or two of those to tide me over because I want to at least wait till it's kind of dark before I start cooking dinner. It's about, oh geez, what even time is it? What even time is it even? It's 4:10, so I have less than 2 hours. I have less than 2 hours of daylight, and I'm hungry. I'm excited to crack my first beer. I'll go over that beer.
I love this moment just around me here. Like I can hear the wind in the background. You can kind of see the light, like the sun is setting. The autumn and spring have similar vibes in that, where it's like there's no leaves, there's not too much like animal activity around you, and you feel very alone. Like one of the things I love most about camping, like in this time of season, is you can pretty much guarantee that you are probably the only one out there camping in this moment here in this southern tier New York forest.
Don't know if I'll drink them all, but I have them if I want to. I have 4 of them. Yeah, I'm just sort of relaxing by the campfire right now. It's going well. Campfire is kind of in a nice little stage right now. I'm cooking some ice, right, as you can see. Got this guy poking out here. Got some more wood, although I will, still probably need to get some. I found these big guys, these big log boys over there, and I can still harvest some more. And that's probably what I'll do, because it's so close. It's right there. My boots are still kind of wet. My feet aren't really wet. They're
Okay, they sound like they're going nuts with the hammering. All right. Good. Okay.
pretty wet. They're not. I'm not. They're not like. I don't have like wet feet. The feeling of wet feet. It's not like nothing like that. It's just sort of like the outsides of my boots are just still.
In the next day, I can't remember if I mentioned this in the video. I know I didn't film it, but it got really cold that night, like into the lower 20s, and my boots were still wet when I went to bed. So when I woke up in the morning and I tried to put them on, it took about 10 to 15 minutes to put my boots on because they were rock solid, just frozen. It was very difficult. Like my feet hurt at the end because I had to shove them in these rock hard boots. Yeah, it's a whole thing.
I mean, wet. It's really the only word for it, isn't it? Yeah. So can't believe that ice is still not melted. That's been there for a minute too. I put that like 5 minutes ago. Put that there 5 minutes ago or so.
This is content.
So yeah, just sorta maxing and relaxing. Don't really know what else to say. But this is it. This is kind of what I wanted to do today. This is what I wanted to come out here and do. It just get out of my damn apartment. Really is all it was. Just get out.
It's true.
Stretch my legs, get some fresh air directly next to a campfire, and just sort of take it all in. I'm trying to be quiet, except for when I'm talking to the camera, so maybe some animals will come around, but I don't know. I'm such a loud, boisterous dude. And sometimes I'll even talk to myself, like I'll be having a thought, and then just like burst out, just like, that's what I was saying, or just something asinine.
It's
and
true.
So that's, whatever, anything near me is probably gone. Any Bigfoots. Just in the woods, baby. Okay, I lied. I went on a little adventure. Found some footprints. These almost look human, right? Like, or deer. I don't know. It's hard to tell. Like, they kind of get down in there, That's got to be deer. They just look weird. I don't know. But this is.
Yeah, sorry. That's what I was talking about earlier in the video when like it's hard to tell with the footprints. Like there was poopies everywhere with like big footprints, but like they tend to look like that, like a deer stepping in snow, and then the snow melting, it like expands the footprint and makes it look bigger, so it's like hard to tell. That's just kind of, I guess, an example of what I was talking about. You probably already know, though.
This is really weird. This just sort of.
Yeah, the bounding beast.
And then these are mine. But what in the hay is that? My best guess is just like a running dude. Like some dude was just running. But I don't.
Like through the backwoods.
I'm 6'4" and my stride. No, yeah, I couldn't do that stride.
There's a fox
that's an incredible stride. Here, check it out.
Or a fisher, or a muskrat. Or
yeah, see, this is where I landed. Just a jump. That was a jump, and then I'm still not even there. What is this? I'm gonna follow it. We're gonna find out.
There's definitely fisher in the area. Fisher
meet.
cats.
Oh, dude, you know what it might be?
People call them that.
Is the majestic leaping beaver. The beaver that leaps. See, now here kind of gets, maybe it's a fisher?
Oh, okay. Well,
maybe a fisher?
I guess
Fishers can bound, right? They bound. Maybe it was a fox. The fox was bounding. It was something that was bounding.
It's just funny to hear me
sure.
wax intellectual about what stupid animal was bounding. I have no clue what I'm talking about.
But it
clearly.
is lumpy. And here's this swamp. I don't know when the swamp really begins. We're gonna find out. I'm just kind of following other animals' prints. When I say other animals, I'm like, considering myself part of the animal kingdom here. And if I'm being honest, there's a suspicious lack of beaver. Although
it was very suspicious. I reported it to the beaver authorities instantly. Instantly.
I don't know, with that beaver, it's really hard to tell. Okay, never mind. Yeah, as soon as I say it, of course, there's definitely, it's not new, but this place is just lousy with beavers.
That's why I want to go back, is because like even looking at it from a satellite, you can see just all the beaver lodges around the swamps in the area. And I love beavers. They're one of my favorite animals. They're so cool. They're so industrious. They're what are they? Second only to humans in their ability to shape the environment around them to suit their needs. They're just incredibly cool creatures. I know they can be destructive sometimes, especially if there's like a rare type of tree around that people are trying to protect. Beavers sometimes like to chew on them, but they're cool guys. I mean, they live almost everywhere in New York State too. I've seen a beaver in downtown Rochester, where I filmed the Weird Urban History Tour, and where that giant waterfall was in the middle of downtown. I've seen a beaver there. I don't know if I mentioned that in the video. I'm not really sure. I think I did. I flashed a picture of it that I don't know. Whatever. Let's go on.
You could just see all the beaver lodges.
Beaver lodges.
So yeah, doesn't look to be like any kind of like water bog. I'm not going to go too much further. But yeah, in the summer, I bet that's all pretty juicy.
Mm.
Okay, yeah, I can see where there actually might be some water there. I don't know, it's really hard to tell. Look at this guy. Hey, buddy.
The
This would be
tree.
a great spot to watch the sunset. Maybe I will. I kind of still want to follow this bounding boy. Yeah, oh, look at all this beaver activity. Holy jeez. Yeah, actually, this is probably about where I'm gonna stop. I don't want to step into like a piece of water or something that's just gonna break on me, because I can't see the ground. Now that I'm totally just in the middle of some foreign woods, following some random animal tracks, I guess I'll mosey on back to camp. I really hope the audio is a little bit better in this one when I'm not looking at the camera.
So I keep mentioning that, and I mention it in a lot of videos. And here's the problem with the audio when I have the camera facing away from me. So I have, here, I can actually just show you. I have the GoPro right here. I have this, the media mod here. See, like the GoPro camera's in the middle, and then this thing around it is the media mod. And that's when I can, it has like the connection for the screen that I can connect. And where is it? This, sorry, everything's backwards to me. Over here, it's like a little USB connects with the front facing so I can like see what I'm filming. This is a GoPro Hero 8. And there's a better microphone right there. And it has a microphone facing this way, but just through deduction, I don't know if it's this model or if it's just an error in the software or whatever, but I feel like when I turn the camera away, it tries to take from the back mic underneath it. So I just, or maybe just from the front mic, and I hear it, I don't know, but it's muffled. It's always muffled when I turn the camera around, but only when I have the media mod on. If I don't have the media mod on, it sounds fine because there's a back microphone. There's a back microphone on that, but I don't know if it works. It's a whole thing. Probably gonna get the GoPro Hero 10 here coming up, and won't need the media mod to do stuff like seeing myself when I film. Anyway, that's a little explanation of why the audio sucks when I turn the camera around, and I apologize.
That would be awesome. All right, well, I'm totally lost. I'm not. I mean, obviously.
I make that joke every time I'm walking through the woods.
And also,
I'm totally
see
lost.
my campsites right there. You could really put some pine boughs down.
Yes, this is some Corporal's corner.
You got yourself.
Corporal Kelly would come. He would turn that into a shelter right quick.
Oh my God!
Oh my God!
Camp.
Look how narrow that tarp is. With the
got some nice little walkways.
pad in it, it was definitely hitting the sides all night.
From the campfire, all here, all ground I can actually walk on. Still like 5 inches above the actual ground, but. And then I got another.
I thought it was a foot,
trail
Kevin.
over to the
Which is it?
trees
5 inches or
harvesting from over there. Ah, geez, I'll leave you for 5 minutes. Softwood man, I tell you.
I will tell you.
I think it's time to
Big
eat.
P
I'm
of the
too
beat.
hungry to wait till dark. It's a little after 5, maybe 5:15. Got the little grill guy on there. And let's see what we got. Oh,
Oh,
couple, 2, 3 bacon wrapped hot dogs.
hey, there you go.
I knew that was gonna happen. Sure.
Why not?
Yeah. Yep. And
Cooking.
I'll try one directly on the coals for now. We'll see. Okay. And somehow I'm gonna have to turn my GoPro off. Not using this slimy hand. Yeah. They're going. That guy's not really cooking any faster down there. Although this is kind of starting a fire here now.
You can really tell I have 10 years of culinary experience.
So yeah, just kind of, they're actually cooking slower than I thought in some ways, but quicker than I thought in others. His life is crazy. Well, I got one. It's delicious. Now I'm just trying to stop the rest from just burning. There's so much grease dripping down there. That was hilarious. Got it all good. Yeah, I'm pumped. I know they don't.
Yeah, I didn't really tell you what was hilarious. Basically, I turned the camera off and spent 5 minutes battling the fire to not burn the things. And I had to take them all off at once instead of my original plan, which was kind of like have them cook and rotate them and stuff. And they were just like on fire because all the bacon grease was dripping. And it was... I didn't make that super apparent, but that's what happened.
But they are going to be delicious. That one at the end is the one that I tried cooking in the coals. It got all unraveled and shitty and burnt. The rest worked out pretty okay. The bacon was a little thick on one end, so it kind of made it difficult. Why am I having such a hard time keeping that in frame? Let's just back out. Let's just get away from there. Anyway, I'm gonna eat these hot dogs. The first one was it's a mezza piazza, so I will eat these hot dogs and then probably I might drink a beer.
Was that a donkey thing? When I get that from? Is that? It's part of my nomenclature. I've heard it sound like a video game donkey. Although I guess he doesn't really have like ownership of saying the word masterpiece weird. That's sort of like since the beginning of time. Anyway, let's go on.
I mean, if anybody has any objections to that, feel free to speak out. Dead quiet. You know, I kind of dig this little snow shelf I got going on here. I got my water bottle and a little coaster there. Get all my food. Half of this is stale. It's kind of a bummer. Meh. Got my poker. Yeah, got everything I need. Miss Spork.
I lost that after.
Shit.
I don't know if it's this trip or the next trip.
On there.
And I just found it recently.
It's too hot.
And it's right
First
here.
time using it. Of course,
Look at
I
that. Look at this.
melted the
basically a
fake
famous
burlap.
movie prop at this point.
I mean, I knew this wasn't really going to last. It's very cheap. But
yeah, that bag
first
is
time.
not in existence
Well,
anymore.
the grill worked good. It's over there in the snow, trying to cool off. But yeah, got a couple more of these. Probably will not cook them tonight. I got 2 more, and I'll be fine after that. Yeah, fire's kind of. I got to do something about this guy. Oh, the sun is going down. Casting a nice color on those trees. Beautiful. Okay, let's have a
Gorgeous.
beer. All right, here we go. A little snowing. Okay, we got Citra Dreams.
I think it was the first Sister Dreams I had
Captain
on the
Lawrence
show.
Brewing Company. That's somewhere out of New York. Where is it?
Elmsford.
Elmsford. Everybody loves Elmsford. I've been there 0 times. I've never heard of it, but this beer I like. I've had it before. It's a hazy IPA. Oh God. Let's get into it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Delightful.
That'll do. Got some weens in my belly. Got some beer. Beer gonna join them soon. Oh, yep, it's there now. Should probably keep drinking water. This beer might have been a little premature. Nobody's
Story of my life, am I right, guys?
Any contestants. If anyone contested. Yeah, it's gonna be dark soon. I should probably get like my headlamp and the rest of the wood that I'll need for tonight. And just chunker brown.
Guys, that's a play on words of hunker down, guys. It's chunker brown, but it's different than hunker down. It's a reference to Steve Wallace, but only for those in the know. All right, keep going. Gorgeous. I miss it. I'm going nuts. With me being cooped up with my knee dislocated, I'm going nuts. I want to get out in the woods so bad. It's like if you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. It's like a bug you get, the camping bug, and it's just in you, and you're just like, it's like a constant compelling feeling. You're compelled to get out. Couple videos I used this song for a transition. I don't do it anymore. It's kind of obnoxious. Also, I usually just don't have night transitions anymore. Probably like, this is, by the way, I filmed this out of order. This part I edited it out of order. So this part is actually like 11 o'clock at night, and then the next part after we hear the siren, and then after that I'm talking more, and you can see like behind me the sun is still kind of setting. That's because I filmed them or I edited them out of order. It just made more sense. Because the last note of this song played really nicely into the siren, and I couldn't not do it. So here we go. Oh, we got it. Oh, hold on, I ruined it. Let's go. That was risky. Ah, I miss it. I need to get out. I'm going nuts. So, a little context of why I can see a road in the middle of the woods is I'm actually so where I parked. It's really hard to explain without just busting a map out. Can I draw? Can I draw something? Yeah, so I didn't realize it, but that there was a road going by here. I guess I kind of knew it, but I came in on this road. That's where I parked, and I just like walked into the woods, maybe about a half mile or so, and then realized that like I wasn't that far away. Like later that night, when the ambulance went by, actually, I was like, "Hey, there's a road right there." When I looked at a map later, I was like, "Derp, yeah, there sure is." So that's why I can see. That's why I can see that. Not that I was crazy deep into the woods anyway. Like I said, like a half mile or so. But that's why it seems like I'm right next to the road, because I kind of am. But it was accidental. It was definitely weird.
Going up. Huh.
Going up.
Hope nobody's hurt.
I think I said the name of the road there. That's why I cut it out.
Weird to hear sirens out here. It was quite alarming.
Even though I didn't actually, I was wrong too when I said it. So.
Okay, I've got a real
Yeah,
precarious
and then behind me you can see the sun setting. This is like
this little guy
2 or 3 hours previous to what you just saw.
It's pretty dark. It's pretty dark now. I'm not really sure what time it is. It's not too late. It's like 7:30, something like that. The moon, it's got to be full. It's got to be.
I guess
full
longer
moon.
than 2 or 3 hours.
It's huge.
There's a few hours.
See it. There's no way you're gonna be able to.
Yeah, see, that's what the moon looks like now, not just what I just
It's so
showed.
bright. It's like shining through the trees, like the sun was over there earlier. You can still kind of see behind me, actually. Wow. Sun's still kind of going down a little bit. Yeah. Going through wood at an alarming rate. It's
Got it out.
I need to go out.
Almost didn't make
having
it.
to get wood. I hate softwood. Why can't I just get like a good ash? It's like one of 10 trees I know. I don't really know trees. I just know like wood sucks to burn and what wood doesn't suck to burn.
It's true.
And all this is like pine and like swamp trees, and it
looks like cypress. I don't know if it's cypress.
I have a tree
but it
that
looks
I'm
like
going
it.
through.
I think
You can't
I don't
have
know.
a fire out of, 6-inch thick logs only. You need lots of other stuff, and that stuff just goes. So, life moves on. It's a struggle, but somehow I think I'll manage. All right. Hey guys, so about to
Yeah, I look
go to
totally
bed now.
sober and chill.
It's so bright.
I look insane. I think I mentioned it.
It's almost a little too bright. Oh, hey, let's. Oh, wow. Hey, that's not too bad. Oh, whoa, geez. Why deprive ourselves? Let's just go as bright as we can. So that's a fine light. That's a fine light. Anyway, I'm probably gonna listen to a podcast.
It is a fine light.
For a little while. Oh, jeez, I look insane. I look insane and homeless. Gotta sleep with my water bottle because it's cold. Hold on. What's the temp? What are we looking at here?
A little.
This is.
I was very easily cut out, and you never know. I barely even know. But in that moment where I like pan over and grab my thermometer, I didn't fall, but like I stumbled and like I grabbed my hand, I almost like pulled everything down, and like I got like I was just like, oh gosh, God! I think I like swore. And then just came back and acted like nothing was wrong. And because of the way that it kind of like got into blackness for a second, I could completely cut all that out seamlessly. Almost don't even know there's a cut there. That's the purpose of these videos, right? These after plots, you know, to kind of give a little bit of the how the sausage is made fun times.
20. I just felt a steak. Okay. Well, I'll fix that.
Actually, that was the moment. Never mind.
Man, I should have.
Sorry, that was the moment that I cut it out. I was wrong. That part. Well, I'll fix that steak. It was the steak that I was messing with. Sorry. See, I told you. I barely even remembered it myself. But yeah, it was then right there. Okay. Anyway,
Should have come in here long ago.
You can always tell when I switched to filming on my cell phone because everything changes. The audio is different.
Getting cold because they were still wet. I couldn't dry them off. Putting new socks on, getting in the sleeping bag. Man, this is the warmest I've been all night.
It's true.
Oh man, I always have the comical like redness. Look at that! Like just leave anywhere my hand goes. It's that Irish skin. Yeah. Anyway. Good night.
Okay, well that does it. The video and audio might sound a little bit different. Recording on my phone. The GoPro tried to record the outro here, and the GoPro just turned on, beeped a bunch of times, and then turned off, and it wouldn't respond to my inputs. So here I am. You didn't really miss much last night. Kind of fell asleep. It was cold. It definitely got down into the teens. It was way colder than it was.
Yeah, it was very cold.
Scheduled,
especially for like an almost 50-degree day.
My feet were so chilly. They're actually still chilly. I woke up and it took me about 10 minutes to put on my frozen boots.
Same.
Not even kidding. It was a big P in the B.
Big P in the B.
Lesson learned. I don't know what lesson I learned. I guess to wear my rubber muck boots.
Yeah, that's the lesson.
Those won't be too cold. Got the fire. Everything's all
hunky-dory.
So anyway, thank you for joining me on my adventure to this small plot. This has been Small Plots with Kevin. I'm Kevin. And it's for a second time, thank you for watching Small Plots.
Still don't really know what to say at the end. I always stumble. I say something a little different every time. Oh yeah, I forgot about that little subscribe button. Oh well, that was nice. Glad I got to do that. That's a video. I like it. Oh, I get a little rambly in it, but it was a fun camping trip. It was a fun video, and I figured for this first episode of After Plots, I wanted to do that video. I'm not sure this isn't going to be like a normal thing. This isn't going to be like weekly or anything. I just kind of want. It's something I've wanted to do. Anyway, thanks for watching. Afterthoughts. After Plots. Yeah, I can't even say it. I can't even say the stupid name. Hold on, let's put it in the most difficult place to read right there. Okay, I'm gonna change that. I can't read it. It's all black text. Let's try again. After Plots. All right. Anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. Let me know if you liked this, or if it was a total waste of time, or what. I really hope I'll be back next week with a camping video, not only for you, but for me. A stealth, maybe not a stealth. I just need to get out, man. It's in my bones, it's in my blood. I need to go. Anyway, I'm just rambling and I'm peaking. My audio's peaking. I'm just gonna go. Okay. Mwah.